The home screen shows you your agenda. You can either have it on today or 7 days, the next 7 days. You're going to see all the team sessions in your calendar, games, practices, group events. Now you can also have a calendar. So down here on the bottom bar, I'm pressing the calendar. Then you can see a calendar where you can swipe back and forth between months. Now you will see a little dot beneath the days that contains something. And then on each day you will see the sessions. If we keep going down here on the bottom bar, you have the collections. And in the collections, you can click here to change between documents and drills and so on. So this gives you a quick shortcut to any file in your collections. And then the last button on the bottom bar here is the statistics, where you have access to all of your reports. So here we have, we're looking at the readiness for the team, and then you can click on each individual player to see more information about them. So that's the bottom bar. Up here you have messages. You can send messages either to any group, any coach, or any player. In the messages you can attach videos, documents, diagrams, pretty much any media that you want. You can also go here to the menu bar. Maybe one important thing here is that you can click this, press this button here to filter what groups or what teams you want to view in the app. So simply press here and then you can filter out what groups you want to see in the app. Then you have access to each of your athletes or players in down here. So let's say you want to look closer or assign something to Bobby here. You just press on his name or the arrow here. And then you're focusing in on Bobby's individual agenda. You can see here that he's supposed to answer a readiness form. And he has already answered this. He has a workout right here, which is unfinished. You can assign things straight from the app and create it all here. He's part of this team training, and after the training he's supposed to register the training load, the RPE. Well, you can also see it in a calendar format like this. And you just press the back arrow to go back. You can click here to see his individual statistics. So for example here I'm looking at different reports on his training load. And of course this is all depends on what you're assigning to the players, what reports you have. You could also be looking at the acute chronic here. Again, let's go back. We just press this arrow here and then you could message him. This is just a shortcut to message him directly. You have the plus button up here when you are focusing on an athlete or player. So if I click here, I could assign a workout, a personal or individual event, or a workout program. Now I'm going back, I'm pressing right here, and now we're back at the menu, so I could select another player if I wanted to, or I can just press my own name here or here to the right to get back to the coach's view. For each session right here, if you press on it, you're going to open it up. So now I'm opening up this practice here. You can register attendance, and very easy to do that. You're also going to see how many are attending and away. Pressing register attendance right here. Depending on the settings on your group, you can allow players to mark if they're going to be absent. You can have default attendance, so everybody's marked attended unless they mark themselves away, and other features like that. But right now I'm just going to press select all here up here, and then it's easy to mark people away. And then you're going to say if it's sick, injured, or other to get that statistics in. And if you want to add a comment on any attendance entry, you can press the plus here to write a comment. If you have an attachment to the sessions, you can press on the attachment and view it like this. Let's say you had a PDF attached and you want to print out. That's the way you would do it. For each of the drills that have been added, you can press on them, and then you're going to see the diagrams, videos, or any media that you added to this drill. And you will see the coaching points and so on. Then you can just press next down here to go to the next drill. I'm going back to the session by pressing here. If you want to modify, again, if you have added to this, you can press this button right here. And then you could change the date or time. You can edit the note. You can modify it, the contents of it. And if you want to change, for example, location or label, you would press modify practice. So I'm going to do that right now. And when you modify practice, you're first going to see the plan, the contents, the actual drills. To change, for example, the order, you would just press on a drill, hold it down, and then you can move it around. Or you can delete that drill by dragging it to the wastebasket. Or you can press on the minutes here, change the minutes. And then you can also press on the info tab right here. And this is where you can press on the label here if you want to change the label. Now you're going to have a list of all of your recently used labels right here. You can also add new ones by just writing it. You can change the location and duration and notes here as well, or time. I'm going to go back to the plan here just to show you how you can add some more things. Here, let's say you want to add a split. You could go down to the bottom bar and press this button right here. Then you can split up the practice and drag the drills into there, or go to the drill collection, which is here on the side. And there you have access to all of your drills, your favorites, recent, or if you press the folders here, basically all of your drill collection is going to be right here. You just press on the folder and you're going to see them. To add them to your practice, you either just press this plus button here, or if you want to add them to a specific place on the plan, you just press on the drill itself, hold it down, and then you can drag it wherever you want. If you press the plus button, it's going to be added to the bottom of the practice. And you go back to the practice by pressing this button right here. So I think you can see how this works. If you want to preview a drill, you can just press on it. If it has different media, you can swipe between the media right here. And this is also where you can mark drills as favorites, or press the plus to add them. You can also, in the search bar, if you're looking for something so you'll find things quite fast. I'm going to look for the 4v4 August special. It's not available. And then I can create that drill just by pressing this button right here. It's going to confirm that you want it with this name. So if I want a different name, I would just change the search text. So you can create drills on the fly here as well. And yeah, if you create it, it's added to the bottom of the practice right away. Let's just press finish here on the bottom bar. Now we're done. Close it by Xing out right here. On the agenda, you can also swipe to the right here if you just want to move something quickly or delete. With this plus button, now I was editing an existing practice, but you could also press the plus button down here, and then you can create a practice from scratch. You can create a new game session or in the calendar, or a new group event. And it's the same. If I create a new practice, I'm going to be asked what group I want to create it for. And then you're in this same window here. And you can just start pressing the pluses to add, using this back and forward here to go from the drill collection to the plan itself. And then you have the finish button here to finish it. So I just added this practice right here. I'm just going to swipe it and delete it here. You also have this function here, assign practices. Let's press on assign practice. First you select for which team you want to assign practices. So you're basically assigning from ready-made practices here. Where do they come from? They come from in your XPS. They're going to come from your program templates. So this is where, when you've added ready-made programs there, you can also see them straight from the calendar. If you go here, you can see here we have the team sessions. You also have the individual, and that's what you see here. So basically, what I can do here, let's say I go in here and I find a program that I'm looking for. You can, if you have many, you can just slide here to the sides. But I'm pressing here on the 2 weeks playing theme, and then I can see all of the sessions that are included in that one. Now I could add these 2 weeks to my team calendar. So if I press here, I'm going to be asked, what is the start date? And then I press next. And then I'm asked which days of the week would be training days and what time. And then I just press done and it's added to my calendar. You press cancel right here, because you can also add a single week by pressing this little plus here. Or just pick out a single session by going into it, previewing it, and then you can press this button right here. Add practice to calendar. So that's assigned practices. Your game and group events are pretty much self-explanatory. I'm going to also show you how you can go into, let's say you want to assign something specific to a player. So I press on the menu, item, select the player. And now if I go here on this plus here, I get the similar create window. So now I could go to assign workouts. Yeah, so I could assign either a single workout. By default, you would go into the exercise collection where you have access to thousands of exercises of all sorts to build a workout program or workout. But you can also press here. Let's say you want to select something from your individual collection. Then you could also add that to the workout plan in the same way you do it with the practices. Right, and then for assign workouts, so let's say you want to assign a workout program, you just go in here and press assign workouts. And the same way as you had with the group sessions, now you're going to have access to your individual workout programs. And then you can go in here and preview them, assign to the player and so on. No, that's pretty much it. So you also have settings here if you want to change your name, email, or profile image, sign out. Yeah, those are the basic functions.